Hi, my name's Ed Tonkin. I'm Vice President for the Ron Tonkin family of dealerships, and we've been using the vAuto product for about 30 months now. Our company knew that we had a big opportunity in the used vehicle side of our operation, and we wanted to use a tool that would help us increase our business. And vAuto did just that, and it did it beautifully. Our gross profit per used vehicle sale was up about 7 to 8%, but more importantly, our volume increased about 15% in used vehicle sales since we got on the system. And we attribute a lot of that to the use of provision. You know, when we started to explore ways to increase the sales and performance of our used vehicle operations, we started looking to the marketplace for tools. And one of the first ones we came across was a company called First Look. And we used First Look throughout our entire organization until we were able to take a look at vAuto. And when we saw vAuto, with all the operating efficiencies and that it offered, and the robust technology and the ease of operation and the success that it delivered at one of the stores we tried it at, we immediately rolled all the other dealerships into vAuto and away from First Look. vAuto has definitely changed the way we not only think about our business, but the way we operate our business. Well, where formerly we would make guesses about what we should stock and how we should merchandise it and how we should price it and how we should appraise it, now we absolutely 100% of the time go to the vAuto tool to determine all those factors. And it starts with what kind of car you're going to stock, because if you have the right vehicle, the chances are you're going to turn it much faster. And dealers that are good asset managers are concerned about the turn on the inventory and not aging those vehicles. As far as appraising them, we don't appraise a vehicle without using vAuto's appraising tool. It just allows you confidence that you're putting the right amount of money into that car. And as far as merchandising the vehicles, it's almost instantaneous, because it allows us to syndicate those vehicles and get them out into the digital world immediately. So it's not an option, it's a necessity, and it's one that everybody relies on. One of the most important tools of the entire system is the provisioning tool. This gives our people the confidence to develop a list of what vehicles to buy and inventory for our market, in terms of pricing, in terms of inventory turn, in terms of just knowing that you have the right vehicle. And the other beauty of this is that it'll tell you where to find these vehicles, whether it's in your own region or a wider geographic area. You can go out and acquire them, you can go get them, you can go find them. And I think in today's market, it really takes that, because the key to making a good used car sale is determined by finding the right used car. The appraisal tool is a marvelous one, because we're able to give the consumer the top dollar for their trade and know that we're correct, because instead of using a bottom-up approach, we're able to use a top-down approach. And what I mean is, we pull data that shows what those vehicles are retailing for in the marketplace, so that we know that we're going to have a comfortable margin and still give the consumer a very fair value based upon what's actually happening in the marketplace. But it gives the dealer confidence that he or she is not putting too much money in the vehicle. We had a situation where, with 10 of our used car managers from different stores, we asked each of them to bring a vehicle to our meeting area and had them go out and appraise each other's cars. And when we put the differences, those values, on a whiteboard, it was unbelievable how different their values were for the same car. And that's a risk that occurs in this business, because you get appraisals based on somebody's idiosyncrasy or the way they feel about the car, or whether or not they think it's going to sell on their lot. But that results in dealers missing business. And that's a danger. And with the appraisal tool of vAuto, it eliminates a lot of that risk. The merchandising capabilities with vAuto are really seamless and very, very efficient. Before, dealers used to think about, where do they merchandise their vehicles? Is it TV? Is it newspaper? Is it radio? All these conventional methods. But as we all know, the world's changed and is now a digital world. And there's many places to go, but with vAuto, once you have the data through their syndication ability, you can get it out to the marketplace almost instantaneously. The other thing is, you want to make sure that your prices are keeping up with what's happening in the market. And we're able to take a look after several days and see what kind of activity we're getting on these vehicles. And so we're able to use a repricing strategy every few days to make sure that our vehicles are priced either at or even below market so that we encourage a much higher turn. We have very high expectations of the training and the systems that we use, but vAuto delivered because what we were looking for were several things. Number one, we wanted to improve the turn of our inventory. And you do that by using this tool to inventory the correct vehicles for your market. The other thing is we wanted to make sure we had correct appraisals so we weren't missing new car deals. And a major factor is the ability to syndicate your inventory and get it out to the market as quickly as possible. And vAuto allows us to do just that. I think the client-vendor relationship with vAuto is unique in that they reach out to the dealers to engage them, to get feedback. So we do feel part of the vAuto community. I can tell you that another reason we feel part of the community is because we wouldn't want to live without it. It's that good a tool, and we're happy to be a part of it.